Hey guys, PhazePlays here with a quick guide for the Harvest Keystone crop rotation. First, the basics of Harvest. Harvest consists of multiple crops of plants with 2 crops in each pair. There are 3 plant colors, blue, yellow, and purple. Choosing a crop to harvest spawns monsters which drop valuable life force. Typically, the unchosen crop in each pair wilts away. Life force can be spent at the hoarder crafting station for many useful crafts. There are 4 tiers of plants. Tier 1 and 2 plants drop very little life force. Tier 3 plants are the most important, they drop large amounts of life force. Tier 4 plants spawn a harvest boss that drops decent life force and has a chance to drop a sacred blossom. When evaluating crops, just pay attention to the color of the text for the plant's tier and the quantity. Crop rotation changes how harvest works by turning it into a fun minigame. All plants start at tier 1. After harvesting a crop, all other crops of a different color have a chance to upgrade individual plants by 1 tier. Here, let's first harvest the 3 blue crops to upgrade the double purple and double yellow. For the final 2 plots, pick whichever crop has the most tier 3 seeds. In short, sacrifice early crops to greatly boost the life force gained from later crops. On the Atlas tree, grab all harvest notables. Call of the Grove is skippable with Sacred Grove chance elsewhere. The amount of life force dropped is directly scaled by item quantity and monster pack size on the map. Additionally, map modifier effect nodes and item quantity nodes also scale life force. Be sure to grab these. Lastly, Eater and Exarch altars with item quantity also scale life force. For casual harvest or SSF, path through the color that you value least, then grab the remaining 2 back notables. For high investment harvest, grab all nodes except one small 10% yellow node. For casual life force farming, the goal is mostly to upgrade the final 2 pairs of crops. Instantly leave if you get 3 pairs of crops or all crops are the same color. When Heart of the Grove procs, reevaluate your pathing. Finish on double color crops when possible for better odds at a high number of tier 3 seeds. It's often better to end with 2 decent harvests instead of trying to focus on a single pair of crops. If the only concern is maximum life force, rush to the harvest, clear if there's 4 or more pairs, portal out, and repeat. Here's a quick low investment example. First, let's harvest all 3 purple crops and save the double blue for last. On the second purple, the yellow crop didn't wilt. We'll come back here in a second. Harvest the third purple. Now we can grab the lone yellow. Even though the yellow has fewer tier 3 seeds than the blue, grab the yellow since it'll upgrade the double blue. And of course, we grab whichever blue plot has the most tier 3 seeds at the end. High investment harvest uses Horned Scarab of Awakening for imbuedharvest. The 50% chance for the unchosen crop to not wilt is enormous value with crop rotation, and it stacks with Heart of the Grove. We'll target yellow as it tends to be the most valuable. For crop order, start with the most common non-yellow color, then harvest the remaining non-yellow, and finish with yellow. In general, try to harvest double blue or purple pairs first. After crops get narrowed down a bit, it's sometimes worth harvesting the other crop in a pair and hoping the yellow doesn't wilt. With 1 yellow crop left, if there are at least 3 times more tier 2 than tier 3 seeds, pick the non-yellow. In other words, it's worth risking the loss of tier 2 seeds, but many tier 3 seeds aren't worth risking. With 2 yellow crops left, avoid risking yellows that have 7 or more tier 3 seeds. And with 3 yellow crops left, always risk it and harvest the non-yellows first. Here's a quick imbued harvest example. Let's begin by harvesting purple as it's the most common non-yellow. There's a double purple that we should get rid of right away. We grab the other 2 purples, luckily neither of the blues wilted. Then harvest the lone blues. The yellow's 8 tier 3 seeds feels a bit too big to risk here, but harvesting purple first is probably a reasonable option too. Harvest the purple, and finally the huge double yellow crops. Luckily the second yellow doesn't wilt and we get a great harvest. Item quantity from Eater and Exarch altars affects life force drops. They're especially important for high investment harvest. To maximize altar value, first rush straight to kill the map's boss to remove boss altars from the altar pool. Next, clear the rest of the map looking for any item quantity altars. Then head into the harvest. The Horned Scarab and the influence pack size nodes on the Atlas tree also increase the number of altars that spawn. Taking Eldritch Gaze offers higher item quantity values. In Jungle Valley and Mausoleum, boss altars cannot spawn, making them fantastic for harvest. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching.